Right. Everybody knows how to, well, I would have thought anybody watching this would know how to wire their cameras up to the DVR, and that's been covered in many videos. But what is rare to find is a video on how to use your DVR in other ways. Now, another way of using your DVR, as well as record cameras, is to use the alarm inputs and outputs of your DVR. Now, an input can be anything. It can be a dusk till dawn sensor, it can be a simple on and off switch, or in the case of this video it's going to be a PIR sensor, an infrared sensor. So I've got a redwall sensor here set up, that's all live, powered by 12 volts. We then have the relay contact of the redwall sensor going into the DVR, which is the orange and green wire. Now on the output, which is the red and black wire, I have that connected to a 12 volt relay. Now that means you send a 12 volt signal in to activate the relay, which in turn will turn on a 240 volt appliance. Now for this video I haven't got a 240 volt appliance linked to the relay because I don't need one. You also need a power supply. So what I have the power supply negative connected to the relay. Right. I then send a 12 volt power supply into the DVR. Now the DVR will act as an on and off switch. So you have 12 volt going into the DVR, you then have 12 volt coming back out of the DVR to your relay. Now remember, the DVR is an on and off switch. That's all you need to see it as. It's an on and off switch that you have total control over in your settings menu. So you can set how long you wish to for it to come on for. When it comes on, you can have it doing loads of things. For example, when the DVR detects a signal from the PIR, the DVR can then control your cameras. For instance, it can put a camera in full screen on your TV that you have already pre-selected to come on in the event of a sensor picking up a signal. Or if you've got really good equipment, and I hate to show off like I have, when that PIR detects a signal, motion, an intruder on your property, the PIR will then send a signal to the DVR. When the DVR receives that signal, it will then select your chosen camera, your pan tilt zoom camera, and that camera will basically point and zoom to anywhere you have preset it to and told it to. Once again, that is all programmed from the DVR. But another thing, as I've just been explaining, you can use it to switch things on and off. So in this case, I would have an outside light, alarm, anything you wanted connected to that relay, but for this video I haven't. So when this PIR detects movement, now remember I've already got this set up, every DVR is different, so I can't tell you how to set yours up, but the principle is the same. So this redwall detector, for example, would be in your garden. Somebody walks past it, they activate the PIR, and all hell could break loose because you could have sirens, lights, etc. on. So I've activated the PIR. We'll get a little warning up to say detection's been an alarm signal has been picked up on terminal 16. Now that just means I use terminal 16 to connect to. Right, so we'll set that off again. You can hear a beep, that's the DVR alerting you to one of your sensors has been activated, wherever it may be. Now you see how this relay has been lit up. That's because the DVR is acting as an on and off switch. So the DVR has picked up a signal off your PIR. The DVR has been programmed to switch on an output, in this case a relay, which I will in the next video have a 240 volt light on. So once again, detection or an intruder is detected outside. That sends the DVR into alarm mode. No cameras on there to show you, but I will do to show you what your cameras can do. You can hear the alarm. DVR, because it's an alarm mode and I have set it up to send an output to this relay. So the relay is off, PIR is activated, sends a signal to the DVR, and the DVR has been set to activate its output. I'll go into a bit more detail later on and we'll start. This is only 12 volt at the minute, perfectly safe to touch, but please be careful when you are playing or messing about with electricity. That relay was £6. That PIR should have been a couple of £100, but you know me, I like eBay for my bargains, and I think I paid £25 for that. But we'll do some more videos very shortly. Thank you for now. Goodbye.